members, adapts, or officials.
A lot of times when people are low-key slick dissing, yeah, on it, but we're gonna have to start getting people right. A lot of times when people are low-key slick dissing, yeah, I don't really trip on it, but we're gonna have to start getting people right. We're gonna have to start getting people right. Listen, some of these folks out here, some of these people out here who are talking slick, we're gonna have to start calling them out. We're gonna have to start making people just come on out with it. Because see, this thing about people making these little slick comments in these places, we're gonna have to start making people put that shit on the table and not let it bubble up like that. Cause I'm not gonna roast. Let it, don't do it, brother. Yeah, my man, he gets into a lot of plebiscite babbling and all of that stuff, brother. I'm giving you a chance, brother. I'm giving you a lifeline right here, brother. Don't do it. Just don't do it, brother. Let me give you that lifeline, my brother. Let me give you that lifeline and just take the lifeline and do good stuff. Don't try to get no clout off me, brother, because it's gonna go somewhere that's gonna be real petty and messy. It's gonna be real damn petty and messy. Oh, nigga, cartoon, nigga. Somebody said, nigga, brother, you already got the look. You already got the look, brother. Please don't make me do it. Please, please, please. Around, dude. And it's about to be Christmas, boy. I will have some Christmas dolls out. I have some shit out by the holidays, brother. You don't want it. Oh, brother. But Taharka Bey, you do good stuff. You ain't gotta poke the bear, brother. You do good stuff, man. Just do good stuff. Don't go here. Don't go there, brother. You do good stuff. I've seen some of his stuff. Some of it is good. Some of this stuff is good. Don't go there. Don't go there, brother. Don't go there. I don't want to do it to you, brother. I would feel bad if I did it to you, brother, to be honest. Yo, nigga, let me tell you. Wait till y'all see the next episode of Bucci Bear.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah, if y'all really want to see petty, I'm taking the next episode of Bucci Bear. There's some other people who's catching some loose. Let me throw something out there because I see people kind of making little comments. This one brother, Taharka Bey. I see you, brother. I want you to say whatever you got to say with your chest, brother. Taharka Bey, you're listening. Brother Taharka Bey, say whatever you got to say to me or about me with your chest, brother. Because Taharka Bey, I've been seeing a couple of little videos you've been making, and you've been making little slick comments under the fake guise of, well, I'm just trying to get some understanding about Brother Tariq and FBA. I'm just trying to get some understanding. Brother, don't do that. That's some punk shit, brother. You doing little slick shit. Say the shit with your chest, brother. Taharka Bey, it's a brother named Taharka Bey. He has a channel on here. Say the shit with your chest, brother Bey. Because I ain't really got a problem with you. Some of the stuff, I've seen some of your stuff. It's been some pretty good stuff from what I've seen, brother Taharka Bey. But brother, this ain't the road you want to go down, bro. Taharka Bey, this ain't it, brother. Brother Taharka Bey, trust me, this ain't it. I promise you this ain't it, brother. Don't play. This is Taharka Bey. Let me show y'all. This is Taharka Bey right here. This is for those who don't know. This is Taharka Bey. Brother Taharka Bey, this ain't it, bro. He's a Moorish brother, part of the Moorish Science Temple. Brother Taharka Bey, this ain't it, bro. You too easy for me, brother. I rock with you, man. I think you do some good stuff. Don't play, though, brother. You too easy for me, brother Taharka Bey. You way too easy, brother. Brother, you already look like a Roblox character. Brother, don't let me go down that road with you. I pray that you take the high road. Because I will go low, brother. It will not be pretty, brother Taharka. I rock with you, brother. When I give a nigga a warning, take that warning, brother. When I give a motherfucker a warning, you better take that warning. You real easy for me, brother. Cut all of that, cut that slick dissing shit out, bro. Say that shit with your chest. Nigga, you are way too easy. With how you look, you are too easy for me, brother. You don't understand. Will y'all tell this nigga the level of petty that I go with niggas? Will y'all please explain to niggas do they not know the level of petty I will go with these niggas?
We're about to take it back.
Amen. Let's go. Sinetta, you know better than a test of more. You done chose Reggie Fate, now you can rest assured. We gon' teach them to love instead of hate. More we uplift and educate. You wanna debate, y'all pathetic. Everybody wanna be comedic. Seti Shaka most anyone can get it. It's real down here and be more, let's make it clear. I'm learning to love instead of hate, but I ain't there. Reginald, it's about time we check. You should've stuck with Matthew Natcher, you got disrespectful. I'ma keep it raw, you haven't met no more. If you did, your approach wouldn't be so piss poor. Red pill gave you the pass, now do the math. How many other boys 2 seconds up on ass? So that I know exactly what he doing. He be hyping, he Don King, you 1990 Mike Tyson. About to get knocked the F out for sure. You got the Moors on the run, it's one thing you left. Come on, we right behind you and be running you down. I respect you as an elder, but I'm sonning you now. Yeah, I love my brother Sai, but I got more love for God. A house of consciousness, a house of cards, a house of frauds. Moors, we go hard. You should've got the general to lead the charge, so we can smack them around like Polite did. Make them move to Beverly Hills where Polite live. That's right.
You're rocking with the best.
Mess with this swordsman. Try it. Okay? I will cut you to ribbons. Mess with this swordsman. This killer. Falsehood killer. Mukazimin. Zalimin. Mujrikin.
Don't make me take this fans off, Allah knows, cause I will take some heads off. You all foes, lower self, my mafia keep a banger that'll sink the Noah's Ark. Stop playing with me, I'm the true and living God, but I know the low a little better than you little frauds. Trying to keep it on a high note, I really love my bro, but I can go lower than a worm, no ramo. See y'all let the evil social media gas you thumb thuggin'. Thinking when I see you I'ma pass you, oh nah, we gon' talk about it, acting like you bout it. Guarantee you when I see you we gon' put some chalk around it. Talking like a big boy, this fans won't save you, cause I will take this fans off and ask you who made you. You better say Allah when you look me in my eyes, you see the image of Allah. Don't be looking surprised, I'm the God in the flesh. Of course I'm fresh, I resurrect and protect. I don't believe he left, I breathe Jesus' breath. You breathe weed and death, we come correct like a check when the G's connect. Disrespect, trying to get a rep, I'm coming for your wreck, for real.
Don't
make me take this fans off. Don't make me take this fans off. Islam, don't make me take this fans off. Don't make me take this fast off. Let's not rehash the past. You better ask quick fast before I go into my bag. See real with mine. I'm religious, not blind. Too many people are dying to be playing with your clowns. I ain't playing with you then, I ain't playing with you now. I picked up a circle 7, now you think I'm a reverend. I'm a sheep with a scimitar from 7-11. Let's keep it 100. Yeah, you really don't want it, you better stick with the lessons and see what you can get from it. Cause all you getting from me is a one-way ticket going straight to. Yeah, you know we can kick it, but if you want to kick it, then let's kick it. But if you don't, Tahaka Bay front line till a law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people taught European how to bathe, and looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love no Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, exclusive. I wear the love for the woman, look like your mother. I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that boy you gon' remember. I'ma be that boy you gon' remember, that's right. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that boy you gon' remember. I'ma be that boy you gon' remember, that's right. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler, this era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you working than a worker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro, yeah you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for show. And some got it right now, don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast estate, I want my town, my sheriff. That's why you killing, fighting, marry out of your race. If you ain't for Moore's world, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you used to love the Moore's world, come on and build it with me, let's go. I be that boy you gon' remember. I'ma be that boy you gon' remember, that's right. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that boy you gon' remember. I'ma be that boy you gon' remember, oh yeah. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that boy you gon' remember. Be more. I be that boy you gon' remember. That town. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that boy you gon' remember. LA. I be that boy you gon' remember. New York. I be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Press 7 if you can hear me. Let me apologize for being so late. The reason why I was so late because I moved all my equipment to our convention. What up, New York in the building? I moved all my equipment to convention, family. Thanks for thanks for the Cash App, Sister Yasmin. Thanks for the Cash App or the cash number, whatever that thing is, the Cash App, the original people in the Yasmin, the super chat. That's what it is, the super chat. I don't even know what this thing. I'm about to get busy, man. I'm about to get busy. I want to also thank Jay Hammer. You know what I mean? I want to thank all the Morse World TV citizens. Y'all been waiting a long time. If y'all been waiting a long time, I wish I could hear y'all right now. Y'all been waiting for the greatest thing on YouTube, that shadow banned. Have y'all been waiting for the greatest show on YouTube that has been shadow banned? What I mean by that is that this is the most superior content that you ever gonna get. Then I'm gonna put my foot in it. I'm gonna put my foot in this content. I'm gonna give you the best that I got. That's right. I think that was Whitney. Giving you the best that I got, baby. I'm going to give you the best that I got. Now, let me tell you something. No. You Tariq Nasheedians. Let me explain something to you Nasheedians before I get started. I love you, Nasheedians. I disagree with you, Nasheedians. But that don't mean I don't love you. I mean, they said Nita Baker. They're going to need a... Nita Baker, giving you the best that I got. Now listen, you Nasheedians. I love you. You are my brothers and my sisters. But I have a point of view just like you have, okay? Don't you ever forget that. I do not hate you. I do not want to block your blessing. In fact, I don't have the power to block your blessing. I have a point of view like you. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I have a point of view like you. That's it. I disagree. Now, one of the main things that I disagree with you Nasheedians is the way that y'all cultishly follow Brother Tariq Nasheed. But I will guarantee you if I put a panel up here and ask you who is the real Tariq Nasheed, none of y'all could answer definitively. What I mean by that, they say me, listen to what they say about me. They have put on the internet that I'm a woman beater. I mean, bam, beat them upside the head. Beat them with a bat, they say. Bow, beat my wife with a bat. Beat that with a bat. Hey, beat that with a bat. That's what they say. They say that back in the day, I was a wild boy. They pulled the record up. They pulled the record up. You know what I mean? And they pulled the record up. They put it all over the internet. Said, look at him. But let me tell you something. I keep trying to explain to y'all that you cannot and will not ever use my Detroit Red against my Malcolm X. You will never ever do it because I don't care what you say about me. You know what I mean? Because before I stepped to the forefront, I quite naturally was a fool. Accused of some things, did some things, but for the most part, I was a fool. I admit it. I throw myself on the mercy of the people. I throw myself on the mercy of the people. People forgive me. I was a fool before I was actually awakened. People, can you forgive me? Hey, people, Montreal TV citizens, can you forgive me? I was a fool before I became awoke. Would you forgive me? I was living in the gangster's paradise. That's how I was a fool. I was a fool. I did some things. Man, I used to hit people with these hands. Yes, indeed. I used to sling that thing that go bang, bang. I used to... When the people thought I would run, I would beat them with the butt of the gun. I'm trying to tell you, I was a fool. There you go. There you go. When is your most recent fool behavior? I like that, Derek Bradley. Let's get into that. My most recent fool behavior, Derek Bradley, is in 2015. I was in what was that? Not Home Depot, the other one. I was in the other store, and a Spanish-speaking brother, not Mexican, cussed out a sister at the register, and when he came out the stores, I apologized. He called her a B, and I put hands on him. They caught it on camera. I went home. Next thing you know, the people came looking for me. Yeah, he called her a B, and I said to them, hola, hola, hola. I said, hola. No, 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 no. And he started walking to me. This real talk. This real talk. He came out there, right? I'm gonna get the footage for my documentary, right? I'm gonna get the footage. It wasn't funny at the time. I thought I was going to the college again. I didn't want to go to the college again. No, I learned all my lessons. I didn't want to go back and get another degree. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, it was kind of funny now that it's over. What happened was, I'm in the line. Thanks for asking, Derek Bradley. I'm in the line. I can get the sister to vouch. And I'm behind the Mexican, and he's getting some concrete. He's getting different types of concrete. So what the cash register lady does, she ring up all the concrete for one price, but they were different prices. So basically, she rung up the higher price for all the concrete, even some was cheaper. And he said to her, B, what's wrong with you? Pay attention. And I said to him, I said, hold up now, wait a minute. Don't you have a sister or a mother and they have a job? If you, and he spoke perfectly good English, if you seen somebody talking to your sister or mother like that, I don't think you would take kindly at that. He said, shut up, mind your business. I said, hold up now, wait a minute. This is my business. I said, listen, I don't think you want these problems. You need to give her an apology. He said, F you and her. I said, Okay. I stepped outside, left my stuff in the store. When he came out the store, I said, my man, I said, you sure you don't want to handle this like a gentleman? And he started walking up to me with his phone like he was recording me. He said, what? He said, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And so as he was getting closer with his phone, I said, stop, please, don't hurt me, please. And I was backing up fast. I said, come on, please stop. Bam! And I struck him. His legs turned into spaghetti. I said, oh my God, I didn't kill him. I said, oh my God, because he was walking to me. I said, oh no, please don't hurt me. Stop, stop, stop. And as soon as he got in striking range, I said, bam. And his legs just turned into wet noodles. I said, oh my God. I got scared. Seriously. That's why I stopped fighting back in the day, because it scared daylights out me. I said, oh my God, I didn't kill him. And he just fell down, and I said, whoa. I jumped in the car. I got out of there. I never want to hit nobody again. I don't, man. I don't want to hit nobody no more. But his legs just turned into ramen noodles. I said, man, oh man, this is not good. So a few weeks go by. My neighbor said, at my old address, the police surrounding your old house. They showed a picture of you. What have you done? It was an older lady. I said, I didn't do nothing. She said, well, they round here showing a picture of you like you did something, but I know that ain't you that have done something crazy. I said, I don't know. So So I called my father up. I said, Pop, I don't know. The police looking for me. I said, man, I'm going to go ahead and see what they're doing because I ain't break no law. I said, I forgot about it. In fact, I don't break no law. I'm trying to raise these boys. At the time, I was a single father. I'm trying to raise my son. Man, let me go see. And when I get up in there, I find out that they got my tag number. They got my tag number. But what happened was they gave me, listen, because I got an extensive record with these hands, they gave me community service. But the Mexican guy came to court acting like he didn't speak English. He's like, oh no, he had an interpreter and everything. But at the line, he spoke perfectly good English. He cussed me out in perfect English, like he took English class at Utah University. They gave me community service. I took that community service and some probation, and listen, this is how crazy these internet people are. So when that charge happens, these people on the internet, they pull the charge up and they read the charge. Now with the charge, in Maryland, what they do is they search all databases. So one of the databases that they search was lifetime sexual offender database. I forget what the name of the database called. These fools on the internet see that box checked. They say, oh, he's a lifetime sex offender. Fool, they check in the database, you crazy fools. But they put that all on there. These people are retarded. They on the internet say they dig up the paper, and the paper says lifetime sex offender, and then they got the database name, and they got to check yes. These fools said he's a lifetime sex offender. I said, well, find the charge, you goofy fools. I was waiting for one of these people. I'm gonna tell you what I was doing for real. I was waiting for one of these people with some big paper. You know what I'm saying? With some big paper to say it so I can go ahead and I was gonna do me a Cardi B. I was waiting for one of these people with some big paper, big home, and say, yeah, he's a child molester, he's a sex offender. And I say, yeah, buddy. But they were smart enough to try to get everybody else to do it. They got the bottom of the barrel to do it, and it wasn't even I couldn't get them. These wicked people are smart. This is why I tell y'all that these people are really smarter than what we give them credit for. And that leads us to the show tonight. These people are really, really intelligent. Now, tonight we're going to talk about our brother Tariq Nasheed. Now, our brother Tariq Nasheed, I have nothing personally against him. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing personally against him. I have nothing personally against him. But the moment that you tell a grown man, I warn you, a grown man it's not going to go down well. I'm just going to tell you right now, especially one of my caliber. If you warn me, it's not going to go down well. It's really not. You have to show me what you got, because at this point, I believe that we are at the crossroad of liberation. And I believe, can y'all hear me good? Press 7 if y'all can hear me good. I believe we are at the crossroad of liberation, and I believe that our liberation is at hand. And I believe that more likely than not, I believe more likely than not, a lot of what we see is an illusion to be a distraction. I believe that a lot of it is an illusion of a distraction. And so to my brothers that follow Tariq, that admire Tariq, you know what I'm saying? I want to ask you, who is Tariq Nasheed? Do you really know, or do you don't even care? Let me tell you something. If you are facing felony charges in life in prison, wouldn't it make sense to know who representing you? I think that will make a lot of sense to know who's representing you if you're facing some serious charges. I think that would. So we right now are charging the United States of America and their cohorts with imprisoning, enslaving us, and we're asking for compensation. Now, we have accepted a brother. I didn't. Many people have on the internet have accepted a brother to be their representative. But I asked you, do you know him? Before one can represent you, first you must know who they are. If you don't know who they are, everything they do in the name of your liberation should be in question. So I'm saying, do we know? You know what I mean? So my brother said, I listen to him like I do you, GS. I follow the message, not the man. But I say to you, Rev Rock Wilder, ask me anything about myself. I went to Edgewater Elementary School. I went to South River High School. I was born, raised in Annapolis, majority of my life in Baltimore. What else you want to know? I got locked up at 17, going on 18. What else you want to know? What else you want to know? What I'm saying is this. When you follow the message and the man in the message is not one, the message can be not exactly what it's destined for it to be. In other words, people can say what they want, but to know, you must be what you know. You must be the message that you bring. What does that mean? You must be the message that you bring. The message that you bring, if you are really trying to liberate a people. If you are really trying to liberate a people, the first step would never be rallies. The first step will always be, let's organize and execute a plan. So I want all my Tariq Nasheedians to know I'm not coming for you. I just want to get you to think just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm going to run some stuff down the line. And if you are used to Moorish World TV, you're going to see it build up in a minute. I'm going to start with stuff that you know, and I'm going to finish it off with stuff that you don't know. And I'm going to show you that you don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know what you're dealing with. And I know that you don't know what you're dealing with because I didn't know what I was dealing with until I began to do some research. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who I was dealing with. So we're going to take it from the top real quick. So first of all, the question is, to me is, and this is what we got available. And this is also what he has said. All right. Now, this is what he has said. We didn't say this. You know what I'm saying? We didn't say this. This is what he has said and what he has written in his bio. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Compensation. What about true freedom and real justice for all black people? When are we going to talk about it, fam? Why are people running? I'm ready to talk about it anytime. Michael Black, email me at talkabay.com. Here we go. Thank you for the super sticker. I like this person say tether babble. See, they begin to say these things, but I want y'all to get it out. Tether babble, because you're going to regret your saying this by the end of this presentation. You might not regret it, but I'm going to make you aware of something by the end of this presentation. In fact, let's get started. This is why the Nasheedians are nervous, because they know I'm coming. And I'm gonna pull that sand foundation right from underneath their foot. You know what I'm saying? Because they are in too deep. So according to IMB page, the Detroit-born, Birmingham-bred media personality left the Deep South for the West Coast at the age of 17 after he scraped up $125 plane ticket. Los Angeles served as the backdrop of his formative years as he studied various cultures, customs, and forged new relationships that would help him break into the world of entertainment. Nasheed came into the industry swinging his bold, explicit, sometimes offensive point. Now, I'm going to ask you, what relationships did he forge at the age of 17? Do anybody know? What relationships? Because all this is important. Let me tell you something. We watch Polite do this same thing. I mean, we watch Polite do the same thing. What happened is they give a ambiguous. Thank you, family. Thank you, Mr. Hotel. We watch Polite do the same thing. They give an ambiguous bio, and this ambiguous bio is never traceable. In other words, you can never find out who they truly are because it's all ambiguous. You see what I'm saying? So listen to it again. I want you to pay attention. Pay attention to the bio. You know what I mean? Listen, he says, and this is his own words. He also said this on a couple talk shows. You follow me? That's right. It's time to cook. Look. At the age of 17, he scraped up a $125 plane ticket. Los Angeles served as the backdrop of his formative years as he studied various cultures, customs. Now, let me tell you something. At the age of 17, come on, everybody, let's go to the age of 17 real quick. Thank you again, the ex-son husband. Let's go into the age of 17. As everybody trace themselves back and thus they know. At the age of 17, what was you doing? Now, if you scrape up a $125 plane ticket at the age of 17, now once you get to Los Angeles, one thing that you have to do, you have to find a place to live. Another thing that you have to do, you have to feed yourself. Another thing you have to do, you have to clothe yourself. There's a lot of variables that's missing in this conversation. Oh, let me say this too. For all the Nasheedians, we're going to be pocket watching also. All right? We're going to be pocket watching. So we're going to be trolling. We're going to be pocket watching. So let me warn you, Nasheedians, right now. There's no need to type in there, you're a troll. I'm telling you, I'm going to be trolling. There's no need to be talking about your pocket watching. Yeah, there's no need. Yep, we are. Last thing but not least to your Nasheedians, no need to say I'll be clout chasing. I am clout chasing, all right? I want the clout so I can give people the true knowledge of what's going on right before their face. So listen, I'm clout chasing, I'm pocket watching, and I'm trolling. There's no need for you to say it after this. I said it for you. I'm pocket watching, I'm clout chasing, and I'm trolling. I need the clout so I can teach the people, all right? So I need it. I need it. I need the clout so I can teach the people. All right? That's right. Non-FBA tether babble. Well, whatever the case may be, I need the clout so I can teach the people. Without the clout, people won't even know I exist. So here we go. I just want to put that out there. So with that being said, this is his bio. This is it right here. Now, the next time we hear Tariq Nasheed is The Art of Macking. Much of his notoriety came from this. Now, this person said, non-FBA tether babble. When did Tariq Nasheed begin to have problems with people who are not of quote unquote FBA descent? Because not so long in history, it looks like he has a tether right there on the cover of his book. So when did this start? Have you followed that long enough? When did he change his scope on how he see people here in America and around the world? When did that start? When did that start? Let's talk about when did that start. If we're going to talk about tether babble, let's talk about when did he change his concept. Have you been following that long? Have you been following that long? Because if you've been following that long, maybe you can put something in the demonstration. I mean, that's for the tether babble guy. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, we got him in here tonight. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, Nasheedians. Okay, keep on watching. You know I build this thing up, family. I build it up for the Nasheedians. So look, with that being said, he says that foundational Black American race beta, this is his book. How does he go from foundation? How does he go from this to that? Has anybody tried to figure this out? How does he go from the art of macking to foundational Black America race beta? How does he go from that? Just follow me. You're gonna catch up in a minute. Just keep on walking with me. Keep on walking with me. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with this. So if this is tether babble, there's a tether right on that book count. And she looks weird. Now listen. One thing that we gotta pay attention to. One thing that we got to pay attention to. Remember the whole thing. Okay, that's right. To be fair, Malcolm X was a pimp before he got knowledge of self. The ex-husband, ex-son husband, you are absolutely right. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna cover that too. I'm going to cover that too. I'm going to cover all that too. So, to be fair, we all have a past. You know what I mean? We all have a past. So we're going to cover that too. But now, we have to pay close attention to what's happening here. What we're looking at here is a brother who is building a career, the art of gold digging, for the self-proclaimed gold digger to learn how to get what she wants from a man. Now, the question is this genuine as it relates to liberation to quote-unquote Black people, or is this another pimp hustle move? Is this another pimp or hustle move? This is the question that you should be asking yourself. Is it another pimp or hustle move? This is why. And we're going to get to the bottom of it in a minute. We're going to get to the bottom of it. And now this is going to take a couple shows. You know what I'm saying? This is going to take a couple shows. But is it a pimp or hustle move? There we go. The elite way. 10 rules men must know in order to deal with women. Play or be played. This is the problem. This is the problem. Can you imagine Kevin Samuels talking about we need to rally in DC? Because for all intents and purposes, he's a relationship specialist. I mean, listen, I love these comments because y'all setting yourself with these comments. Y'all setting yourself up. Watch this. Make it make sense. Now, could you imagine? See, some of y'all ain't watched Morse World TV long enough, but you're going to get it in a minute. I mean, you're going to get it in a minute. What I'm saying is, yeah, I just said that. I am pocket watching. Now pay attention. Pay attention. You watch me. Could you imagine Kevin Samuels? Look, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. Come on, man. Come on, man. We can mention Kevin Samuels' name. Come on. Can you imagine Kevin Samuels saying, come on, let's do a rally, y'all. Come on. Nah, you couldn't imagine that. Kevin Samuels was giving relationship advice. He was good at it, and that was his lane. But now, here we go with this. Pay close attention. We know y'all gonna be mad, but it's good. Mad is good. Mad is really, really good. You know what I mean? Mad is good. But you're gonna have to keep getting mad. Now, if Tariq Nasheed was a pimp, we already know that there's a code. You feel what I'm saying? If he was a pimp, we already know Magic Don Juan is the chairman of the board. Anybody ever heard of Pimp and Ken? Magic Don? These are real pimps. You feel what I'm saying? These are real pimps. But you never will find him naming where he got his pimp game from. Do anybody know where Tariq Nasheed got his pimp game from? He claimed to be a pimp. Do anybody know? I'm looking at the comment section. Do anybody know? See, within the pimp circle, it's a community. You feel what I'm saying? Within the pimp circle, there is a community. You understand what I'm saying? Pimping is not. Pimping is, let me be clear with you. Pimping is not some willy-nilly thing where people just jump up out of the blue and claim that they're pimps. It's actually a community, you know what I mean, of people that know each other. Now, all right. Somebody say he copied a real pimp. Well, almost. Almost, Sister Alvadia. But we getting close. We getting close. Here is Defunct 420. These are real pimps here. They live the real lifestyle. That's Magic Don Juan. These are real pimps. This is one of my favorites right here. You know what I mean? International Skrilla. That's right. When players meet, you dig? That's right. When we turn out, always a treat. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you was in the 90s, even now, they still going strong. But these are real pimps. Ain't nobody vouching for no King Flex. All right, here we go. How do a person go from, if a woman has 3 or more tattoos on her body, she's a hoe? Do y'all believe that? Do anybody believe that? Somebody say he never claimed to be a pimp. He did claim to be a pimp. You don't even know who you following. Huh? Is that still the thing? If a woman have 3 or more visible tattoos, she's a hoe. All right. So I'm just looking at the philosophy. Has the philosophy changed? All right, we getting to it. We getting to it. Now, when on a date, make yourself useful. Cut up a man's food. That's what he said. This is the type of advice he was given. This is the type of advice he was given. You know what I'm saying? How in the world do people validate today as this being a reasonable path to compensation for slavery? How about, are we serious? Are we serious about compensation? Are we serious about compensation? It's about to get heavy in here in a minute. Are we serious about getting compensation for slavery? Because if we're serious about getting compensation for slavery, we would have some experts on the job. All right? We would have some experts on the job. Hold up, we just getting started. I know people like, man, where is he going with this? We just getting started. Now, I'm just building where I'm going. So Tariq Nasheed said, foundational Black American FBA, I'm the world's #1 race baiter. I bait races to expose them. Get the new Mink Slide album at. Now hold up. Is he an entertainer? Is he an entertainer? Or is he a freedom fighter? Or is he both? Which is it? Which is it? Because the moment that you are, somebody say I'm lying. Somebody say I'm lying. I'll show you in a minute. Somebody say, you're a liar. Okay, I'm going to show you in a minute. The moment, I'm just talking to the Nasheedites right now. Is he an entertainer or is he a freedom fighter? That's the question. Is he an entertainer or is he a freedom fighter? We have to find out before we can move forward. Because if you're a freedom fighter, there's certain principles that's going to come with that. If you're an entertainer, then we can understand that too. Understand what I'm saying? An entertainer cannot be a true freedom fighter, because an entertainer can be compromised with money, because it's all about money. It's all about money. Somebody said we all have a past, GS. That's right, I got a past too. So keep following me. I'm building. Now, the point that I'm making is, if you're an entertainer, did somebody say, there you go, he was a Mac. Tariq was a Mac. Now listen, if you're an entertainer, you do what you do for money. You follow what I'm saying? You do what you do for money. You follow me? Now, somebody say, Tariq will be giving GS criminal record tonight. I don't care. It's fine with me. Wait till part 2. Anyway, now, with that being said, I don't disrespect anybody, so I could care less about my criminal record. Now, when you look at Mink Slide, right? When you look at the thing Mink Slide, the first thing that you notice is that might not be a European. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you start to see these relationships. You start to see these relationships that could possibly draw things together. I mean, we're about to tie this together. See, when you start comparing him to Malcolm X, you would never see nothing like this from Malcolm X. You got to stop that. You would never see nothing like this from Malcolm X. Never. You would never see nothing that's like. So you cannot pass off Tariq Nasheed to a Malcolm X. I mean, so stop comparing him to Malcolm X. Nothing wrong with those relationships if that's how you build your career, but let me show you a pattern. You cannot, listen, you can't claim that you're fighting for our cause in a compromised state. And not saying that you're compromised because you got relationship with Europeans. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're an entertainer. I'm saying that you're an entertainer. And so entertainers are used to distract where we need to go. Are you witnessing what Kanye West is doing right now? Are you witnessing what Kanye West is doing right now? Entertainers from the beginning of time have been used to distract us from what we really need to do. This is why there's never should be a question as it relates to an entertainer claim that they're going to fight for your liberation. Entertainers, just check out, like, you don't have to. I like what Kanye West is doing. The reason why, it gives you the analytical mind to try to figure out where he's going with it. I mean, it gives you that. This is it. Tariq must be a threat to you because you are flat out lying on the man. Let's get this person in here. That's one thing about me. If I'm lying on him, come on in the building, tell me what I'm lying. Let's go. Tell me where I'm lying. You want to hit the link? Come on, we can pause the show for a minute. Let's pause the show for a minute. Someone says I'm lying, and I want to know where I'm lying. Come on, hit the link. Hit the link real quick. Tell me where I'm lying. You can't tell me I'm lying, and you know, you just saying. Now, you going to hit the link? Here's the link. But don't take too long. Tell me where I'm lying. There's the link. Come on. Come on. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I don't want to go long with the lie. All right. I want to go along with. Are you ready? All right. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on. So the only thing I'm doing here right now, okay, hit line and I ain't hitting no link. Okay, let's go ahead and get you out here then. There's no need for you to watch. There's no need for you to watch. So have I disrespected Tariq Nasheed yet? I never debate. Okay, here go Khalif. What you got, Khalif? What you got, Khalif? Khalif can't come in yet. What you got, Khalif?
Hey, peace.
What you got, Mike? Hold up. All right.
Peace. What's going on, man? I just wanted to jump in real quick. I'm actually we've been running him down. Peace. What's going on, man? I just wanted to jump in real quick. We've been running him down.
Feedback, my brother.
We've been running him down. I got feedback.
Yeah.
How about now?
Now you sound good. Now you sound good, brother.
Nah, I just wanted to jump in there. Just wanted to tip my hat off to you real quick, man. We've been running him down on Twitter the past 3 to 4 weeks. And you know what I'm saying? We caught on, we've been knew about some of the fraudulent behavior, some of the grifting behavior, but we just wanted to keep it on code for the lineage. But then once we saw the undermining of a reparations situation, that's when we was like, nah, we can't rock with him no more.
Bro, do you understand that I have no problem with FBA as an ideal, and I want my money too? You understand that?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of people thought it was, but then we saw it was a splinter when we saw that people were just worshiping him and actually not reparations. Like, we talked, I wasn't on that, but there's a lot of boys that was, and I actually ran into the DC Bean Pie boy, 24 Flavors, when I was down there.
That's my guy, bro.
Yeah, he said that's what he was saying. He like, yo, that's my man. And he said he recognized me from the jump. We was chopping it up.
That's my man.
Yo,
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, let's stop, man. I gotta go check him out because you're the second person this week that said, man, he been hollering at me through everybody who he been coming in contact with. Yeah, bro, he's super popular with them bean pies.
You gotta call him, bro. We had one of the realest combos. Like, we had a real convo about this.
That's my man. But I'm gonna tell you something, Khalif. Hey, bro, we need to get together and have this conversation about the true and living reparationist people and movement. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors out here.
Nah, it is, man. But I just wanted to jump on. I'm actually tuned in, man. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing on this jump because we've been running him down on Twitter, like I said, for the past 3 to 4 weeks.
So bro, what I got to come is going to blow this out the water. Today, I just want to talk to the Nasheedians because I want them to know. I just want them to know that I'm not against them. I'm against their culture's behavior.
Right.
And what they should do is listen to the information and use
Right.
their logical thinking and ask themselves, is this real or is this smoke and mirrors? That's all you need to do.
That's all it
You
is,
know,
man.
you keep it pushing.
That's a fact, man. Look, I'm tuned in. So I'm gonna watch you do your thing, but I just want to look. You call
It's
them the
coming.
Nasheedians.
It's about to get heated.
We call them the T Hive, like the Beehive. We call them the T Hive because them niggas is different. But yeah, I'm gonna let you do your thing, though, man. I'm gonna get with you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Most definitely.
So let me get my Mike. You in the building?
Yeah, peace, my brother. Peace to everyone that's listening. I keep hearing you, brother. And I hear a lot of people talking about liberation and freedom. And I just wanted, this is not to you, but this is for everybody, including the brother that you're speaking of. What is the definition for true freedom and real justice for all Black people? Because these are the two things that Black people do not have, and these are the two things that Black people need, and these are the two things that once Black people are in possession, it will change their destiny forever. Absolutely. And I think we need to be talking about a real end game and a real goal and plan for that as a target.
Absolutely. Let me ask you a question. You say, what is liberation, brother? Liberation for our people comes in various forms. You follow what I'm saying? We got
No. I'm sorry, brother. No, that's not the question. The question is, what is your definition of true freedom and real justice for all Black people?
Brother, I have given my definition before. True freedom is total separation and governing yourself, being able to control your water, being able to control your resources, being able to control your electricity. Total separation is actually the ultimate goal, should be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Be independent.
Well, no, I don't know what you're saying, because that's not my definition.
You don't know what independent is? All right, let me give you an example. We as a people are a nation of people, and we should be governing ourselves. We should be controlling our natural resources. We should be controlling even the water we use to flush our poop. That is total liberation. You don't think that's liberation?
No, my brother.
What do you
not
think
at all.
Liberation?
My definition of true freedom and real justice for all Black people is Black world domination and total rulership of this planet by Black people, and nothing less. And that is based.
Brother, you just said the same thing what I said on a macro level. You said the same exact thing on a macro level. I'm speaking about us in America. But you just said it in the world view.
No. Listen,
thing, brother.
You missed it a long time ago. What is your definition of true freedom and real justice?
Getting you up out of here. Let's go on with the show. Peace. Now, back to my point. My definition of true freedom is total separation in governing yourself, but also being able to interact and do business and commerce with other governments. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're European governments, whether they're Mexican governments, whether they're French governments, it doesn't matter. You are independent people, and you are able to do business and commerce with any and everybody on the planet. And you control the resources that's beneath your feet. Period, point blank. You control the water, you control the gold, you control the zinc, you control everything beneath your feet, and no one else governs it but you. However, you also have the ability to do business and commerce with other independent sovereign people. That's it. This guy don't know what he's talking about, so let's keep it pushing. Now, nobody came up with the lie. Somebody said I lied. I didn't get the lie yet. You notice ain't nobody come up with show me where I lied yet. I want to ask y'all a question. Have I disrespected Tariq Nasheed any way, any form yet? I never disrespect people. I only tell the truth. I mean, okay, he says I lied on Tariq, and now your Bible says a lot. I'm asking you to come and show me where I lied. You won't listen. If you can't come up here and show me where I lied, okay, if he wasn't a pimp, he was a Mac. Okay? I mean, if he wasn't a pimp, he was a Mac. Okay. I take it back. He wasn't a pimp. He claimed to be a Mac. Is that okay for you? Is that good enough for you? Is that good enough for you? Is that good enough for you? If he wasn't a pimp, he was a Mac. Whatever the case may be. Who cares? Oh, we about to get to that in a minute. We about to get that in a minute. All right. A Mac and a pimp is not the same. Okay, it's all right. Whatever. I'm not going to let you distract this demonstration. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to get to the good part. The question that I need that need to be asked is, how did our brother Tariq Nasheed begin to get to the level of, let's get right here. When we're talking about our people, right? When we're talking about our people, and this is a serious subject. This is a serious subject. The subject is serious because we're talking about liberation. We're talking about compensation. This should not be taken lightly. Let me say this, and I'm not going to let this be taken as a joke. Let me stop playing right now. This should not be taken lightly. This just should not be taken lightly because we do deserve reparation. And if anyone comes in claiming to represent us in this fight for reparations, we should be seeing who they are in the true sense. Now, here we go. I'm not going to pay attention to the chat any longer because I'm not going to prolong this show. I wanted to go. So when we look at this guy right here, we start to see who we're dealing with. Now, here, all of these are characters. You hear me? These are all characters. People are playing roles. People are playing roles, claiming they're fighting for your liberation. These are all characters that are being played. The pimp or the Mac is a character. You follow me? The pimp or the Mac is a character. The R&B singer is a character. He's only playing characters. You hear what I said? These are characters that are being played. And when you understand that these characters that are being played are employed by someone who stands to reap the benefit from these characters, you'll begin to understand what's being played with the reparations movement. You'll begin to understand what's happening with the reparation movement, because this ain't no joke. These are characters being played. That's what you have to understand. Even right here, where Tariq Nasheed say, put up a 90s photo. These are all characters. You know, let me ask you a question. Anybody from the streets, what gang sign is this? What's this? Do anybody know? What is this? What is this? Somebody tell me. This is all character. See what I'm saying? And the way that we know this is all you got to do is listen. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Because I'm going to show you something. If anybody is from the streets or from that love hip hop, you ain't even got to be from the street. You got to love hip hop. You can look at all of these characters. You know what I'm saying? It's a Rough Riders. That's DMX. You can look at all these characters and you'll be able to tell what's really going on. So this is, listen to this. He has a song called Chick Chick Cluck Cluck, talking about chicken heads. Can y'all hear that? You see what I'm saying? Like when we talking about, like, this was back then. This was when bro was dressing like this. He was making songs called Chick Chick Cluck Cluck, Chick Chick Cluck Cluck. Like, anybody listen to hip hop in the 90s, we wasn't listening to stuff like that in the 90s. This is manufactured stuff. This is manufactured stuff. This is manufactured by this is, I'm gonna say it like this. This is manufactured by Juby-Doo. Y'all hear what I say? This was manufactured by Juby-Doo. When the Juby-Doo took over the rap industry, they were looking for acts that could perpetuate the stereotypical images. You feel what I'm saying? There you go, copying Project Pat. There you go. There you go. We catching up. There you go. Now listen to it. Listen to it. Listen. Somebody say so pretty. Listen. I want you to pay attention to this because this is very important to how they play the game. I'm a Mac and a rapper. I'm a Mac and a rapper. This is manufactured, what they call manufactured hip hop. It's when Juby-Doo took over hip hop. What they did was they were finding people to play these acting roles. This is why you see we never did these things. We never did this. This is all manufactured. This is all manufactured. And this is why, listen, this is why it's so important that we pay attention. Because we got more stuff that's being manufactured and sold to our people. Now listen, I'm telling you, y'all might think this is petty, but this is very... You see what I'm saying? I want you to pay attention, family, because it's about getting, you see what I'm saying? Y'all think that this was manufactured, but today it's not manufactured. See, this is where the rubber meets the road, because it's about to turn up in a minute. Anything that's manufactured, now ask yourself, how did this stuff even reach or see the light of day? What crew was he with? Listen to me. If you come from Oakland, who's in Oakland? Who's in Oakland? Ain't E40 out in Oakland somewhere? Huh? Wherever you come from, you got the backing of those who are from there too. Where is this rap people that actually co-sign and back this stuff? No matter where you go in hip hop, Too Short. No matter where you go in hip hop. Okay. Somebody from Too Short from Oakland. Okay. Is there anybody in LA that co-signed this hip hop? This is where the rubber meets the road when we try to identify who's who. Now, this is back in the day. This is back in and this is the same thing that I try to tell everyone about Grandmaster Jay. I try to tell y'all about what's his name? Come on, man. Malik Zulu Shabazz. Do y'all see the pattern? When you go back into the history of who people are, we hit a brick wall. Do y'all understand this? That when we go back and we check out people who they say they are, we hit a brick wall every time. That don't concern you? That we hit a brick wall? But this person is sitting up there saying that he's going to defend your rights for reparations to get some money? That don't concern you at all? Well, it should. It should. Because if these characters are made up characters to try to sell you something, then maybe something deeper is going on right before your face right now. Something may deeper be happening and you don't even see it. Because these are characters here. These are characters here. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to fall. This is for the Nasheedians. You're going to fall for the okie doke. You're going to be running around the desert like the Hebrew Israelites 40 years. Like, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. But come on, let's do some thinking here. Because it's about to get heavy, a little bit more heavier. You don't have to agree with me. But listen, watch this. Watch this. We have a lot of talk going on about who's setting the standard as to who's real, who's fake. We got new sayings coming up, you know what I mean? What is that? Tethers. We make up new sayings to criticize people, making new sayings to humiliate people, make up new sayings so people won't question you. Somebody say, Tariq is going to have my record. I don't care. I don't watch it. But I'm going to tell you something. This is for the Nasheedians to help you to wake up. Because the next demonstration that I demonstrate is going to wake you up. It will definitely wake you up. But this one, I just want to talk to you and have you question it. Now, when we look at the album that, what's your name of your hood? It was on Roughneck Records. It was on Roughneck Records. Now the question is, and I'm an analytical person, I mean to say. Somebody say, Dr. Bourgeois was on his account giving him props last week, and he mentioned Claude X, who advocates reparations. You know what I'm saying? When you look at this, this is, the question is, somebody say MC Light put them on. No. This was on, oh yeah, I got it. So, only thing I'm establishing is, where and how were these relationships built? Because the question is going to remain about relationships. Who you are having relationships with. Who are you having relationship with saying that you represent us as a people? What are these relationships? Are you concealing relationships today, but saying that you represent us? You're calling people white supremacists. You're calling people tethers. You're coming up with all of these names for people so they can not question you. Yet, this is how you break into the music game or get your music out there by Roughneck Records. Now, everyone has a past. I get that. I have a past. I get that. And there's nothing wrong with trying to get into the music business and signing a deal, because everybody was signing crazy type of deals. I understand. But the question still remains, and when part 2 come, I want you to remember the questions is, how did you build these relationships? Where did they come from? We're going to talk about that down the line. We're going to talk about that down the line. Because what you don't know is it's bigger than what you see. Now, I want to give another caveat as I go into the next stage. I'm going to be pocket watching. I'm going to be trolling. And I'm going to be clout chasing. Somebody said, you said control your own but do business relationship with others, GS. What's your point? No, I'm getting to my point. I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm asking you to consider relationships. He admitted being a pimp on Michael Moore documentary. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm asking you to open your mind up for a minute and consider how these relationships were formed, and ask yourself, is there hidden relationships behind the scenes working agendas that's not in our best interest? See, for many years, people have acted in our favor that really wasn't in our favor. They spoke in our favor, but was not in our favor. And they look like us. How often have we fell for this? Throughout history, how many times has we fell for this? That somebody looked like us, saying that they represent us, saying that they fight for us, when in fact they were working an agenda for somebody else. I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. Now let me say this. Somebody say, that was Super Spin acting like he was a pimp. That was an act 2. Y'all got to catch up. The mustard is getting away. No, because he used that to ultimately go into writing books, dog tag, as if he was an authentic Mac and pimp. He used that spoof. He used that Michael Moore demonstration to validate him as a pimp. He actually went on tour as a Mac and teaching people Mac lessons. So come on, dog tag. You got to catch up now. Now watch this. How do you go from this to that? Oh, I agree, dog tag. I agree. That's right, dog tag. My bad, bro. My bad. We have to consider this. We have to consider this. This is important. This is your liberation we're talking about. And what I was about to say earlier, that liberation, liberation is compartmentalized. In other words, you got reparations movement, you got the education movement, you got the spiritual movement, you got the economic movement, you got all sorts of movement that's housed in the mall of in liberation. But we're talking about, right now, we're talking about reparations. We're talking about getting some bread. And this is why I said from the beginning, FBA not being organized is not going anywhere. Because in order for the bread to come, it got to be in an organized institution. And one has to be the spokesman in order for it to be divvied out. It can't be a rally. It can't be a cry. It can't be that. We are more sophisticated than yelling and crying. Aren't we more sophisticated now? We should be more sophisticated when we organize, execute. Why would one scared to be a leader to go and get the money? Why would one scared to be the leader to go to Pharaoh as Moses and say, give me my bread? People say, no, I don't want to be a leader because they're going to come from, well, that's come with it. That comes with it. But that's why you organize. That way, if something was to happen to you, the next one behind you will pick up the mantle. And then the next one behind them will pick up the mantle. And then the fight don't stop until liberation is on hand. Until liberation is on hand. So anytime one says, I'm not the leader, I don't want to be out front because they're going to do something to me. They're not worthy to even fight the cause for anything. They're not worthy to fight the cause for anything. Because the moment that they say that, that means that they're scared. That means that they're intimidated. That means that they don't have the backbone to stand up to the powers that be that have oppressed us. You just can't ambiguously say I want liberation. You can't ambiguously say I want reparation. There has to be a format in order. There has to be formatted. There has to be a platform in order. You have to understand this. And so anytime that one is doing, and shout out to the rally, anyone that time is doing rallies, anytime that one is doing marches, that means we have not arrived to the intellectual fortitude to even discuss liberation. Do you understand that there are expertise in our community? Those are experts in our community on reparations. We have experts in our community on reparation. We'll talk about that on the back end on another show. We have experts. We have experts in our community. And these experts, let me finish real quick. I'm saying wake up, family. I'm just saying wake up. We are being entertained by these liberation entertainers. These are liberation entertainers with no desire for us to be free. These are liberation entertainers. They have no plan. They have no goal. They have no roadmap to liberation. Just marches, just live streams, just talks. These are liberation entertainers. And if we don't wake up, we're going to do another 150 years hoping for nothing. Because it's going to be nothing. It's going to be nothing. I'm telling you, it's going to be nothing. We should know what liberation look like. You got liberation that's happening around the world. We don't have to just look into America. We can look around the world and see what liberation look like. We can look at European communities. We can look at African communities. We can look at South American communities. We can look into Haiti. We can look in communities and see what it look like. It don't look like this. Press 7 if you with me. It don't look like this. Do you understand me? Liberation don't look like this. What is his obligation to the idea, though, GS? A good idea can still spark something. Brother, how long are we going to have good ideas and not intelligent execution? The time is up. The time is up for good ideas. It's at the era of intelligent execution, brother. Let me answer this real quick. Here we go. There we go. We already had leaders. What happened to these persons? Well, if it's true, brother, then why haven't the Moors done anything for our liberation? In fact, I am working towards it, brother. I am working towards it. But it's not a YouTube show, family. It's not a YouTube show. Working towards liberation is not a YouTube show. So when you say, what are the Moors doing? It's not a YouTube show. It's not a rally. It's gathering of the masses, moving on a platform to execute true results. Somebody said what GS stand for. I want my bread. And I don't want to be running around the desert. I want my bread. I want my bread with an excellent plan. I want my bread that is going to be executed by competent people. But now, here we go. Somebody say a rally is not on YouTube. Man. Anyway. We know I'm on YouTube waking people up. I'm not on YouTube organizing rallies, organizing plans. But now, here we go. This is how Tariq Nasheed was able to break into the game. Do you hear what I say? This is how Tariq Nasheed was able to break into the game. By playing a pimp with Michael Moore. Press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. He played a spoof of a pimp with Michael Moore. Is Michael Moore a part of Juby Dooby Doo? Do anybody know, is Michael Moore a part of Juby Dooby Doo? Kanye told you about who controls what. Is Michael Moore a part of Juby Dooby Doo? Huh? If Michael Moore is a part of Juby Dooby Doo, don't you disqualify Kanye yet. Because Kanye is giving you truth and falsehood strangely mixed. He's giving you some truth, and he's giving you some fluff, and he's giving you some falsehood. Now, if Michael Moore is a part of Juby Dooby Doo, wouldn't it make sense Michael Moore cast him before anybody cast him? This is the relationship. Whenever we see Juby Dooby Doo, we should pay attention. This is what is going backwards for. This is why we had to go back to bring it forward. I had to show you the foundation because as we go forward, you're going to have to know that I've already covered these bases. So this opened the door. Now, the question is, and I'll let this hang in the air, who was Tariq Nasheed before he was Tariq Nasheed? Before Tahaka Bay, I was Toronto Johnson, and I continue to be Toronto Johnson Bay, or Tahaka Bay. You know what you did? The Nasheedians. Have you ever said to Tariq Nasheed, what was your name before you were Tariq Nasheed? And were you born Tariq Nasheed? Will he ever answer that question? Will he ever answer that question? I'm Toronto Johnson, born 1973. See, the question is this. Mel said he was Marcus Sanders, but who do he say he was? It's not who we say he was. Who do he say he was? You understand what I'm saying? Who do he say he was? If he can't say who he was, how can he represent you? See, you crazy. If a person cannot tell you who they were before they became who they are, how can they represent you authentically? You don't even know who their authentic self is. How can somebody represent you? Talk to me, Nasheedians. How can somebody represent you and you don't know who they really are? If it's Marcus Sanders, if it's Brian Sanders, if it's Nate Sanders, how can they represent you? How? You don't even care? You do not even care. You really don't care, do you? You really don't care, do you? This is what keeps us trapped in this matrix of slavery, because we are not as analytical as our ancestors were before the slave trade. We need to get back into our analytical mind. We shouldn't let people sell us wooden nickels. Why do we take wooden nickels and act like they're gold coins? These are wooden nickels. These are hype men. These are flavors. These are hype men. These are liberation hype men. Why do we fall for liberation hype men? These are liberation hype men. These are flavors. That's all they are. They are flavors. They're liberation hype men. Public Enemy was talking about liberation in their song. Flavor Flav was running with European women smoking crack. But he was the hype man. And the only way that we're going to, Sister Yasmin said, GS, our people just want change. That's right. And the way we're going to get change is we got to hold the frauds accountable. Make them own up to who they say they are. We need to vet everybody. Vet me. We need to vet everybody. Our liberation at stake. Your children's liberation at stake. We've been going through this for hundreds of years. Why shouldn't we take this serious? Why shouldn't we question everything? We've been going through this for hundreds of years. Man, Tariq spent a lot of life in Alabama, in LA. He was in Alabama when he was 16 years old. What are you talking about? In LA, he was under Revenge Records. No. I just showed you who records he was under. But he might was under Revenge too. I don't know. He pimped his own music. Not true, brother. Not true. But anyway. But salute. So now, this is where the rubber meets the road. I know he's watching, but I got a duty to the people. Tariq had mentioned, and it is written, that he was discovered by Michael Moore. Even though he was well known in the streets. What streets? Moore had a show on Bravo Network in the late 90s, hired Tariq to do some political satire material. He even paid homage to Michael Moore. So now, with that being said, I ain't gonna hold you. That explains how a nobody can get on Jay Leno with a MacBook. This is all a circle of the Juby-Dooby-Doos. This is all the circle. How do you go from supposed to be a Mac satire, stereotypical weak hip hop, to selling a MacBook? Because these are the images that they want to push about our people. Kanye West tried to warn you. Kanye West tried to warn you. Yes, Kanye West said some crazy stuff too, but listen to the part where he tried to warn you how they control. It's a circle. It's a circle that perpetuates our culture and sell it to us by those that look like us. And now they're selling this illusion of reparation. When it's true reparationists out there that could really get this ball rolling, they selling us this illusion. They selling us this illusion with these actors. That's what they're doing. This is why my brother Tariq said, I can get you real good. I can make a joke about you. I can make a cartoon about you. A cartoon, and we're talking about liberation and reparations? We're talking about liberation and reparation? Listen, Shauna, what I'm saying is, Ye put out truth and falsehood. Be able to decipher that truth so we can know what we're looking at. That's all I'm saying. Now, how do you get there? He didn't come through the ranks of our community with this madness. He didn't come through the ranks of our community. When you talk about a Steve Harvey, when you talk about a Steve Harvey came through the ranks of our community through the comedy circuit. Do y'all remember? How can you say Tariq is a comedian? He never went through the ranks of our community. To the dusty. He ever came to the dusty little Baltimore comedy club before? How can you call him a comedian? Have he? He's been at your comedy club in your city? He's been on Def Comedy Jam? Huh? He never went through the ranks and the vigorous task that it took to become where Steve Harvey, where Ricky Smiley, where all of these great comedians are at, to be called no comedian? Are you serious? How you just let somebody be called something? He called the Mac. We don't know no Macs that he rock with. He's called the comedian. We don't know no comedians he rock with. He called a rapper. We don't know no rappers he rock with. He's called an R&B singer. We don't know no that he rap with. He's called Tariq Nasheed. We don't know no organization that he rock with for the liberation of himself, more or less our people. Who gave him the name Tariq? Where did the name Tariq Nasheed come from? Does he know anything about Allah? I'm asking you a question. Does he even know anything about Allah? Does he subscribe to the 5% Allah? Does he subscribe to the understanding of Allah from the Moorish Science Simple, the Nation of Islam, or Sunni Islam, or Shiite Islam? What is it? Y'all don't know nothing. But this person is fighting for your cause. Chicago, he never referred to himself as a comedian. People refer to him as a comedian. I said, how can you refer to him as a comedian if he ever referred to himself as one? You know that's up. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. What Allah does he subscribe to? Don't nobody even know. When I say Allah, I'm speaking about the universal principle, the universal creator. This is not how liberation work. That's all I'm saying. This is not how liberation work. It's not entertainment. Liberation is not entertainment. And we better wake up fast. Now, here is Tariq with Conan O'Brien. And in this episode, he's actually giving Conan O'Brien Mac tips. He's giving Conan O'Brien Mac tips that further enforces the stereotypical idea that men are woman mongers, that men are that women are powerless in our community and overpowered by men. Over-sexualized women and over-dominant men. That is what they do. He's on Conan O'Brien. They selling this. They selling this stuff to us. They've been selling it for years. But now it has reached a fever pitch. Now they're trying to sell you liberation. Now they're trying to sell you liberation. Now they're trying to sell you liberation by the way of this. And they codify it so nice. They codify it so nice. They start using racial slurs. They start using racial things that pull on your heartstrings. Okay. Many people are going to be upset, and it is what it is, but I'm going to just give you something to think about. All of the money, I'm going to wrap with this. Tariq is going to bust you up for this, bro. Brother, we about to give it to the people right now. Our brother Tariq Nasheed has a nonprofit called Melanoid Nation. All right? And there's nothing wrong with a nonprofit called Melanoid Nation. But with that being said, when you got a company or a charity called Melanoid Nation, and your partner on Melanoid Nation, or the attorney allegedly, let me throw in allegedly, is allegedly Heather Glick Atala, it makes you wonder who is Heather Glick Atalia. This is allegedly Heather. Now, sending all of these racial division tactics or divisive tactics, when behind the scenes, you have relationships going on Some of these relationships is what Kanye was talking about. Some of these relationships is what Kanye was talking about. So how are you going to have Melanoid Nation allegedly this is the team? See, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying, I mean, everybody need a lawyer. Everybody need an attorney. But you have to be careful. But you have to be careful with those who are sending out race baiting nonsense. When you start putting race and racism in the equation and you start pulling on all the emotional heartstrings, that should be a red flag for us, because we get real sensitive when we start talking about race relations and those things that are unlawfully done to us. So when someone start bringing up these racial things all the time, we have to be careful and ask ourselves, is it legitimate or not? And when you look at Hidden Colors 4, and this is supposed to be a movie about our people, and it talks about white supremacy, the religion of white supremacy. Somebody say that's all you got. No, that's all you're going to get today. That's all you're going to get today, Amir. All right? That's all you're going to get today. But when you look at Hidden Colors 4, and you look at the producer, Luca Mukari, who again allegedly produces Hidden Colors 4, a movie about white supremacy. Allegedly, I say, because I could be in error. I could be wrong. I'm not without fault. So now, at this stage of the game, we're going to begin to watch people make excuses. We're going to begin to watch people make excuses of why one would be in the bed with the same group that you're crying about. Why? These are just questions. These are just questions that we need to ask ourselves, because this is about, at the end of the day, this is about reparations and liberation. Can one truly be fighting for your reparations and liberation against an opposition that you're actually working with? Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know. Is that possible? Let's go a step further. Can one truly be about reparations is that possible? I'm not saying you should have friends in all walks of life, but the rhetoric that you spew makes all of this look crazy. The rhetoric that you spew makes this looks crazy. And you're talking about white supremacy. There is not a cameraman. Here is the editor. Allegedly. Here is the editor. Allegedly. Do you mean tell me that there is no one in our community to take those donations to help make these movies and give it to the community? This is the argument about reparations. The argument about reparation is that the moment that we get it, most people are going to give it right back. The argument about reparation is the moment that we get it, we're going to give it right back. And here's an example. We can't even be independent in our creative intellectual property. We can't even be independent in our creative process. Totally independent. How are we going to be independent any other way if we can't even be independent in our creative process? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But it gets deeper. But it gets deeper. Y'all probably say, this is all you got? No, this is all you get. I love Brother Tariq. But you can't play both sides of the fence. I think Hidden Colors is an amazing piece of work. But when you start to trying to pull the heartstrings on race and not really fight towards liberation, and you begin to throw smoke and mirrors, it makes you wonder. Oh, no. No, this is not enough. This is not enough. This here is a drop in the bucket. This here is a drop. Bing. This here is a drop. Bing. I have nothing against Tariq Nasheed. I have nothing against Tariq Nasheed. I support reparations. This is just a drop in the bucket, though. Follow me? Let's block this person. I'm going to get these trolls out here tonight. Now, the same ones we start to see these things happening. Remember Nick Cannon? Remember Nick Cannon had to apologize to get back on track because he said something? I'm telling you, pay attention to Kanye West. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. A lot of what Kanye West say is fluff, but there's truth up in there. There's truth up in there. Look for the truth. Somebody said, nah, GS, Hidden Colors is pseudo-historical. I'm trying to give him some props. I say it was a great piece of work. Listen, all of this is the circle. Listen, I did a video about Nick Cannon a long time ago. What I said about Nick Cannon a long time ago, I said Nick Cannon is wearing a hair store turban. That shows you that Nick Cannon has nothing to do with being a Moor or a Hebrew Israelite. with that type of money, you should know how to wrap a turban, or you should be practicing some of the religious customs of being a Moor or being a Hebrew Israelite. I mean, he wearing a turban with his children sitting on Santa Claus' lap. Now, Santa Claus for you, not for me. It's all good. But you can't say one thing and act in another way. So Nick was also, to me, also one of those people that was moving in a way to be a distraction for whatever reason. I can't figure it out. But it just didn't jive right. But then here we go. And a lot of this stuff we may never be able to figure out. You follow what I'm saying? And here go Melanoid Nation Foundation. Now, let me stop there. When we talk about forge new relationships to break in him in the world of entertainment business, in the world of entertainment, what are these relationships? Family, when we're talking about liberation, it's a serious issue. When we're talking about reparation, which is one of the houses of liberation, if we, as it say in the Bible, in my father's house, there's many mansions. In my father's house, there's many mansions. One of these mansions is reparations. Another one may be quality education. Another one may be economics, however that may be produced, spirituality. But let's deal with reparations. In my father's house, there's many, many mansions. When we're dealing with the house of reparations, we should take it serious. We should take it serious. We shouldn't let nobody entertain us with reparation ideas. We shouldn't let nobody entertain us with thoughts of reparations where one would say, how did we fall? How did we fall for the okie doke that no one is a leader? The code is the leader. What code ever received anything for compensation? What code ever received any lawsuits? What code ever received any? What are we talking about? We act like we crazy. What code ever was there to pick up the check? The code is the leader. Is the code going to pick up the check? No, we need someone to pick up. That don't even make sense. And everybody is yelling it. The code is the leader. The code is the leader. That doesn't make sense. No, the leader needs to stick to the code and go get the check. The people who support the leader need to surround the leader and protect the leader so we can protect the bag. There you go. What leader ever lived? Well, you don't get paid. You don't get liberated. If you scared of freedom, then you talk like that. You scared of freedom, then you talk like that. But when you're ready to be free, you intelligently organize. You intelligently organize. Do you want to be a leader for black people? I'm the leader for those within the section of what I represent. Absolutely, I'm the leader. I am the leader. I'm the leader for the segment of the community of which I represent. Let me tell you again. I am the leader for the segment of the community of what I represent. We have many leaders. We have many leaders in our community. For the segment of my community, of our community that I represent, I am the leader. Here I am. And I fight for the same causes that you say that you're fighting for. It's just not a YouTube show. This is a YouTube show to awaken you. But for the segment of my community or our community, because it's all our community, I'm just in the Moorish branch. You might be in the Black Power branch. You might be in the Hebrew branch. You might be in another branch. But it's all our community. And if you are a reparationist, then there should be a leader in that community to bring the bag back. What are you talking about? No. So not for all black people, just a segment. Let me say it again. I am the leader in the segment of the community in which I represent. But when the bag comes, it's for our whole community at large. Are you listening? I say it's our community, but I represent a segment. I represent a segment. But that segment is representative of all of us. I don't live my life like that. You're not listening to me. I say it's all of our community. I just represent a segment. I just live in I represent that segment. But now if the segment in which I represent bring the bag back, we all eating. And I expect the same from you. I expect the same from you. If you are a Hebrew Israelite brother and you get the bag, I don't expect you just to give it to ISUPK or the Sons of Israel or the Church of Christ of Israel or the Christian church. I expect you to enrich the whole community because that's what I'm going to do. That's what we should do. But the purpose of this right now is just to say to the Nasheedians, I only disagree with you. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. And another thing, I don't hate Tariq Nasheed, but I think at this time of the game where we're looking for true liberation, people need to step up. People need to step up and say who they are. People need to be vetted. And you can't get mad at me because we want vetting. You can't get mad at me because we want vetting. We want vetting. Let somebody make jokes. Let somebody talk about my record when I was 22. Let somebody talk about my record when I was 25. I don't care. I don't care. At this point, I want to get to the bag. I want to get to the bag. And the more that we get exhausted, the more we get exhausted by running around this desert, the more we lose hope. The more we lose hope, the more people say, well, every time a leader show up, he get disappeared. Every time one be a leader, he never lived. Every time one be a leader, we start making excuses to remain in slavery. That's an excuse to be lazy. That's an excuse not to stand up like a man, not to stand up like a woman and face the opposition against all odds. That's an excuse. That's an excuse. Saying there ain't no leader. That's an excuse. We all need to be leaders. But in that all leadership, we need to be a brass wall around the spokesperson to get the bag. We need to be a brass wall around the spokesperson, the spokeswoman or the spokesman, and like a brass wall and get the bag. We need to stop making excuses. You got 10 people on a slave plantation, and you got a husband and a wife in the house and some baby children, and we talking about, well, I don't want to be the leader of the 10 to go ask for some more porridge. No! That don't make no sense. How can a European with 5 people in the household control 100 slaves in a field? How does that work? How does that work? That works because the slave mind is so messed up that he doesn't see his own power. This is a reason why the FBA thing really bothers me, because when you put us together as a collective, we become the majority and they become the minority. We can still fight for the causes here in America without being offensive to those in Haiti, to those in Jamaica that come here. We can all still fight our cause for those who are originated with the slave trade here in America without offending those who come from Africa. Because when you put all our numbers together, we are the majority. We are the majority. But when you break us down into little America, those descendants of slaves, we become the minority again. And that's the part of the game. That's the part of the game, to keep you as a minority, to keep you as the smaller number. You should be trying to unite with everybody on the planet that look like you. You should be trying to unite with everybody on the planet that look like you, that have experienced colonization, that have experienced the desperation of the European oppression. You should be trying to unite with everybody that look like you and still fight for your cause right here in the United States. You are a fool to fall for that okie doke. That's a foolish okie doke. That's a foolish okie doke. You should be trying to unite with Aboriginal Australians. You should be trying to unite with Aboriginals Americans. You should be trying to unite with Indigenous Africans. You should be trying to unite with everybody. However, you should compartmentalize and still fight your cause independently right here for what has happened to us. And you don't have to offend an African. You don't have to offend the Jamaican. You don't have to offend the Mexicans. You don't have to offend nobody. You can fight your cause for our needs right here and still unite with the world. It's a game to these people, man. Divide and conquer is at hand. And y'all just falling for the okie doke and get mad at me. Oh, he clout chasing. He clout chasing. Oh, he using Tariq. Man, I'm not trying. I don't even care. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. We can still fight for what's ours right here without calling people tethers. We can still fight for it. We can still fight for it. Man, let me tell you something, man. Man, we asleep people, man. We asleep people, man. We asleep people, man. We got to stop this, man. We got to stop letting people look like us trick us, because that's the way we being tricked. The European is not tricking us by directly dealing with us. The European is tricking us by those who look like us. Because those that look like us are scared to struggle. They want a free bag. They're scared to struggle. Somebody said, what if they offend us? If you got a problem with somebody offending you and you a grown man or woman, it's not them, it's you. No one should be able to offend you. How can somebody offend a grown man or a woman that's focused on a mission? Ain't you offended every day that you get an electric bill? Every month you get an electric bill? Aren't you offended every month that you're paying a mortgage? And if you miss one, they can take it. Aren't you offended that if your house is paid for and you don't pay taxes, it can be taken from you? And you talking about somebody going to offend you because they're from Africa and don't think they're you? Who cares? That's what colonization does to the mind. Just think about it. You pay your house off, but you miss one tax. You miss one tax payment. They can put a lien on it. That should offend you. The last thing should offend you if somebody look like you and get mad because they don't want to be considered or work with you. Who cares? Who cares? You really bothered by somebody from Africa that say that they don't want to work with you, walk with you, talk with you? Look at this. Bro, big facts. I know him, met Tariq in person, done business with him and all. He's a real who did great things for black. Man, come on, man. Come on the show. Hit the link. Hit the link. What do you consider great things, brother? Come on, hit the link. Come on. Hit the link. What do you consider great things? Because what greats to you is not great to everybody else. Hit the link, brother. Hit the link, brother. What's great to you is not great to everybody else. Hit the link, brother. I've done business with Africans. I've done business with Pakistanians. I've done business with my people. I've done business with all sorts of people. And they've done great things too. But hit the link. Hit the link. Just because you've done business with somebody, man, that's good business practices. That's all. And whenever you want the bag, you better have good business practices. Come on, man. But you did good business, so that's good. Talk to me. Talk to me, fam.
Yeah, I'm right here in Baltimore.
Man, here you go again. Here you go again. Get out of here, man. Holler at me, man. Anyway, this is what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, I ain't letting no trolls up in here. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, family, it's time for us to wake up and move forward. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. It's time for us to wake up and move forward. That's what it is. If you ain't gonna come on here, be respectful, I'm just gonna bring you out. If I recognize your voice and you ain't coming on here, be respectful and talk like a gentleman, talk like a woman, I'm gonna just go ahead and get you out of here. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Go make another fake account. Where you at? I guess ain't nobody coming on. You know what I mean? Come on, be respectful. FBA on your peace, family. Go make another fake account. Where you at? All right. Took too long. Took too long. With that being said, we got a lot of people mad tonight, but that's all right. You know what I mean? That's all right. We're going to keep them mad. When you get mad, that means you're concerned. When you get mad, that means you're concerned. You feel me? Whenever you get mad, that means that you are concerned. You follow me? So let's keep people concerned. Let's keep people woke. So that's all you get for right now. Feel me? That's all you get for right now. We get some more. What's today? Oh, we got a show coming on Monday with some Moors. Everybody all right? Everybody all right? What have he done? He had built black banks and black-owned stores in the community. I rock with you, OT, but you're wrong, but Tariq, bro. Tariq has fed black people, gave money in hand to women and children. Just, bro, that's what you're supposed to do. That we're talking about reparations right now. We're not talking about putting money. We're not talking about giving soup. We're not talking about giving coats. We're talking about reparations. We're talking about reparations. I mean, that's it. We're talking about reparations. You know they have platforms beefing with us. I mean, absolutely. I mean, that's a YouTube thing. I mean, let me tell you something. The conscious community beef back and forth. I mean, it's a YouTube thing. It's a YouTube thing. It's a social media thing. It's always going to be beefing back and forth on platforms. But we're talking about reparations here. You know what I mean? We're talking about reparations here. You follow me? So, family, anyway, I'll be back. We'll see family. All right. So, listen. What I need y'all to do is to hit the comment. I need y'all to hit the comment section up real heavy, because you know they're going to come in the comment section real heavy. They're going to come in the comment section. So watch me let the show down. Hit the comment section. Let me know how you feel. I only disagree. Let's be clear. I only disagree. I don't hate Brother Tariq Nasheed. I have a difference of opinion. I'm strongly opinionated. You know what I'm saying? I'm strongly opinionated. I'm looking for liberation of our people. I'm looking for reparations to come in real time. I'm not looking for a dance. I'm not looking for a show. I'm not looking for liberation entertainers. I'm looking to get to the bag. And I don't see this as one of those things where we're going to get to the bag. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I don't see it. Has nothing to do with Tariq as a person. It has everything to do with the content of the character and the measure of what I see led up to him asking or him moving as the leader for reparations, even though he's not the leader. You feel me? So with that being said, family, I'm for all my people getting to the bag. I'm for all my people getting to the bag. You know what I mean? But we need practical pathways to get to the bag. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? But where we at?
A lot of times when people are low-key slick dissing, yeah, I don't really trip on it, but we're going to have to start getting people right. We're going to have to start getting people right. Listen, some of these folks out here.
Hold up. Did I just see my brother Doggy Diamonds in the business? Shout out to my brother Doggy Diamonds. That's my brother. That's my mentor. I see what that brother put to the table. Man, I wish y'all go over there to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, Doggy Diamonds TV. That brother is a straight up brother. He's gonna tell you the real, whether you like it or not. I just seen him in the chat. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. That's my guy, man. I'm telling you, he's the example of how to be straight up and how to stand 10 toes down against all odds. Shout out to him and shout out to my brother Johnson over there. To my brother Johnson over there. And shout out to each and every one of y'all, family. Have a good one. You follow what I'm saying? Have a good one, family, because we be back and we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. That's right. Critical thinking up here.
Some of these people out here who are talking slick, we're going to have to start calling them out. We're going to have to start making people just come on out with it. Because, see, this thing about people making these little slick comments in these places, we're going to have to start making people put that shit on the table and not let it bubble up like that. Because I'm not gonna roast. Let it. Don't do it, brother. Yeah, my man, he gets into a lot of plebiscite babbling and all of that stuff, brother. I'm giving you a chance, brother. I'm giving you a lifeline right here, brother. Don't do it. Just don't do it, brother. Let me give you that lifeline, my brother. Let me give you that lifeline and just take the lifeline and do good stuff. Don't try to get no clout off me, brother, because it's gonna go somewhere that's gonna be real petty and messy. It's gonna be real damn petty and messy. Oh, nigga, cartoon, nigga. Somebody said, nigga, brother, you already got the look. You already got the look, brother. Please don't make me do it. Please. Around, dude. And it's about to be Christmas, boy. I will have some Christmas dolls out. I have some shit out by the holidays, brother. You don't want it. Oh, brother. But Taharka Bey, you do good stuff. You ain't gotta poke the bear, brother. You do good stuff, man. Just do good stuff. Don't go here. Don't go there, brother. You do good stuff. I've seen some of his stuff. Some of it is good. Some of this stuff is good. Don't go that way. Don't go there, brother. Don't go there. I don't want to do it to you, brother. I would feel bad if I did it to you, brother, to be honest. Yo, nigga, let me tell you. Wait till y'all see the next episode of Bucci Bear. Yeah, if y'all really want to see petty, I'm taking the next episode of Bucci Bear. There's some other people who's catching some loose. Let me throw something out there because I see people kind of making little comments. This one brother, Taharka Bey, I see you, brother. I want you to say whatever you got to say with your chest, brother. Taharka Bey, you're listening. Brother Taharka Bey, say whatever you got to say to me or about me with your chest, brother. Because Taharka Bey, I've been seeing a couple of little videos you've been making, and you've been making little slick comments under the fake guise of, well, I'm just trying to get some understanding about Brother Tariq and FBA. I'm just trying to get some understanding. Brother, don't do that. That's some punk shit, brother. You doing.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. Taharka Bey front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I'll be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you's a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I'll be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I'll be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law